Retail profits hurt badly by spending plunge. Call it the holiday season that never happened. Weak holiday sales and record low confidence leave mountains of unsold goods. And as the nation's retailers post their fourth quarter profits, the financial impact of the dismal 2008 holiday shopping season is becoming clearer. The retail industry is trying to work its way out from under an avalanche of unsold goods, some going as far as shipping them back overseas just to clear out their bulging warehouses. And now the misery is rippling to producers around the world. Yes, this is a worldwide economic crisis because it has become a worldwide economy, battered by the ongoing drop or slide in the job and housing markets. Consumers continue to tighten their budgets. Many shoppers are downshifting to discount chains like Walmart. The world's largest retailer last week posted a 7.4% drop, standing still, falling backwards in fourth quarter profits, leaving other retailers out in the cold. And on Tuesday, discounter Target said it is struggling with slower sales and rising delinquencies in its credit card business. Macy's said Tuesday that fourth quarter earnings fell nearly 60%, and the outlook is bleak and getting bleaker. Americans' confidence in the economy sank to new lows in February, according to the New York-based Conference Board. And another widely watched index showed home prices tumbled by the sharpest annual rate on record in the fourth quarter and in December. Looking ahead, increasing concerns about business conditions, employment and earnings have further sapped confidence and driven expectations to their lowest level ever. For many retailers, steep price cuts have been the only way to keep people coming into their stores. But those cuts have taken a big bite out of profits industry-wide. Fourth quarter profits are expected to drop 24% compared to a year earlier, according to Ken Perkins, the president of the retail industry researcher Retail Metrics. He expects profits to fall at least another 19% in the first quarter of this year. Despite those deep discounts, weak holiday sales and continued sluggish spending have left the industry with mounting piles of unsold goods, according to Irwin Jacobs, whose Jacobs Trading Company is one of the world's largest liquidators. This thing caught everybody by such incredible surprise, said Jacobs, who has been in the liquidating business for nearly 50 years. We are seeing unprecedented volume. Jacobs says he is now shipping merchandise as far away as Siberia just to find a market for unsold U.S. goods. He's also hearing from global producers around the world who need to liquidate goods that U.S. retailers can no longer sell. Asia is just overflowing with goods. He said, there's bankruptcies left and right, where the factories have canceled production, factories going out of business, going bankrupt, laying off millions of workers. They've got the stuff made and they can't operate. Though the consumer slowdown started last year, rapidly rising job losses and falling home prices have accelerated the drop in spending power until those two trends began to reverse course. Consumers will likely remain tight-fisted, and that means retailers will be ordering less merchandise for the coming months, putting additional pressure on suppliers. A worsening worldwide economic crisis, because there's something bigger in all this going on. Something else is going on here. Because everything is connected or interconnected. And to cope with the plunging profits, retailers have been slashing costs, cutting costs. Despite its relative strength, Walmart is also pulling back, including shedding 700 to 800 headquarters jobs, scaling back the number of new stores it plans to open or build, and cutting inventories. Target said in late January that it will cut 9% of its headquarters staff, close a distribution center, and reduce new store openings as it battles the weakening economy. The company also is freezing senior managers' salaries, ending share repurchases, tightening consumer credit card underwriting, and credit granting, and improving store productivity. Also, earlier this month, Macy's said it is cutting approximately 4% of its workforce, slashing capital spending, cutting its contributions to its employees' retirement funds, and cutting its dividend to preserve cash. In January, the company said it would close 11 stores, standing still, falling backwards, affecting 960 employees. And since the recession began in December 2007, the retail industry has shed roughly 570,000 workers and rising. The government's recently enacted economic stimulus package is theoretically supposed to help revive spending. But some in the industry think it doesn't go far enough to shore up the retail industry. And once again, there's something more going on here, something bigger in all this. It could be the wars are costing a lot of money also. Afghanistan, Iraq war is a drain on the economy. It has been for a long time. And perhaps there's something more to it than this. Perhaps the wars are not right. There's something wrong with them. And once again, everything is connected. There may be as many as 100 retail jobs lost per month in 2009, said J.C. Penney's chief executive. We're trying to make the point to our representatives, but it's a critical situation. For some retailers, the situation has become life or death. Already chains like Circuit City, KB Toys, and Linens and Things have filed for bankruptcy and moved to shut down thousands of stores. More bankruptcies are expected this year, as consumer spending takes its biggest plunge since the recession the early 1990s. And once again, all these things are connected to the end times transition days.